Oh, hey, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. Thanks for visiting. That's so nice of you. You know, I've been kind of down lately over the idea of spending Christmas in this dungeon. It's not the most Christmassy place, but seeing you spend the time visiting, you know, that makes it all better. Oh, hey, I have the perfect thing to talk about. Yesterday, this prisoner tried to dig his way out of the dungeon and ended up just burying into my cell. He got executed, but he left behind this very nice hat and this Christmas tale. So, you know, why not talk about it? So today, I give you the tale of the Yuletide Ball. The tale begins in the kingdom of Atria, ruled by Lady Agatha and Lord Carmen. They were locked in a brutal war with the pirates of Hatash, one that has recently ended with Atria's victory. To celebrate this victory, the Lord and Lady are throwing a magnificent ball at Hightower Keep. Many have been invited to this event, and here we are introduced to our 4 leads. There is the famous sewer dweller and rat slayer employed by the lady herself, Monsieur Vincent Morgaine. There is the sassy old spy, Miss Noma. There is Lord Vistache and his young daughter Gabriella, and in her arms is a mysterious little porcelain doll called Lilibet. And finally, the renowned singer and coked-up diva Jason McHeckle, otherwise known as Shimon. Speaking of which, on his way to Hightower Keep, he sees the fates of the Hatashi pirates, their corpses strung up across the docks.
Above the gate, yeah, he'll look above the gate where he's see the hanging body. He's like, "Whoa, mama, this is some scary shit around here, huh?"
At the ball, they are all introduced by the butler of the Lord and Lady, a Sir Bartholomew, our Barty to his friends, and the celebrations begin. They are as expensive as they are decadent, and Shimon intends to jump right in as he makes the world's biggest sandwich to eat. Impressed by its size, a guest challenges Shimon to an eating contest and makes his own sandwich of enormous size.
Why are you adding so much sauce? As I slide like a whole rotisserie chicken. Like, the baguette goes through the rotisserie chicken, so it's just in the middle. I get a single toothpick and an olive. It's gonna be high class.
With both sandwiches set, the competition begins with Miss Noma as judge. Shimon, of course, has no problem, but the guest has bitten off more than he can chew and starts to choke to death. If not for Miss Noma's Heimlich manoeuvre, he would have died there and then. With that fun out of the way, Lady Agatha finally makes her appearance and thanks everyone for attending. As she continues her speech, there's a loud crash at the back of the hall. A servant girl has collapsed. And then someone else collapses. And then another. And then another. Oh no, I'm feeling quite lightheaded. Am I joking? You can laugh, it's okay. Lady Agatha summons her guards, scared for what is happening, but they collapse also, and in an accident, she is pierced through the side with a spear. The only ones still standing are Vincent, Shimon, Lilibet, and Noma. Thanks to Shimon's musical healing and Vincent's spear-pulling technique, Lady Agatha does pull through, but she's unable to be awoken. This is where young innocent Lilibet reveals her, or should I say his, real persona.
Oh, the wig and bonnet is off as well.
Immediately.
You see, he is balding, like, the hairline is starting.
Oh, you're a bloke. I thought we were just going for generic non-gender doll, but you're like, no, you were just in drag.
So he looks, it's weird, he looks a lot older than he did with all the makeup on. He's smudging off the
52-year-old man.
Yeah, this is Phil.
At this point, Vincent notices a small needle in his arm, and then one in Philip's, one in Shimon's, and one in Noma's, as well as one on the ground next to Lady Agatha. He picks up the needle and places it into Lady Agatha, who wakes up immediately, although weak from, you know, being impaled. She's terrified over the idea of the dungeons being left unguarded, and pleads for the group to go down there and stop whatever might have escaped. The group agrees just as she passes out. And who better to lead them into the dungeon than Sewer Master Vincent?
Follow me if you dare.
Do we have to?
Yes.
Once they arrive at the dungeons, they find its large red door open and enter. It slams right behind them and covers them all in darkness. A light appears and it reveals a puzzle room. Yay! It takes a lot of time to solve.
The answer is fear.
What?
Fear.
Do we have to say that?
He said fear.
Fear.
I go up to the woman.
Fear.
With the puzzle solved, the floor gives way and the group land in a large library room. As they try and find a way out, they discuss about Atria's history. They also discover the name of the leader of the pirates of Hatash, Calrissian Disanti. We keep hearing about them, but who are these pirates of Hatash? Luckily, this includes some author's notes. It reads that the pirates of Hatash were, and to an extent still are, a group of disenfranchised merchants. It was told that they hailed from an Eastern empire, but in reality they were essentially mercenaries hired by a mysterious benefactor. Who is this benefactor? Well, there are a few rumours, but no one knows for sure. Back to the campaign, Vincent reveals that he came into Lady Agatha's service after saving her child. She fell down into the sewers, and Vincent helped guide her out. This is when he touches a very spooky looking book. The book possesses Vincent and causes him to attack his associates. Unfortunately for evil Vincent, they whoop his arse. Moving on, the group find the final area of the dungeon. It's filled with black powder barrels and contains a very odd looking Barty. The servant from before, in case you forgot. He raves about his majesty and what he should do for this majesty, and then his skin starts to bubble. His arms start to snap inwards and tendrils burst from his back as he turns into a disgusting scorched beholder. Or a Bart holder.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
The battle is difficult and gory, made worse by the inclusion of an ogre with a flaming axe, who kills himself to strengthen the Bart holder. During the fight, the worst comes to pass, and Miss Noma is struck by a ray of disintegration. As she begins to flake away, she grabs a hold of the hellish ogre's axe, and then turns to nothing but dust. After this, it's not long until the Bart holder bites it as well, and as the group -1 recovers, they are met with a red-skinned winged devil. They're making the acquaintance of Lord Carmen. He offers them a deal and points at the black powder barrels. Blow up Hightower Keep and everyone inside, and you'll give them their greatest desires. He offers Shimon eternal influence and fame, and shows Philip a taste of what he truly wants.
What kind of power?
Power and influence across the entire cosmos. Yes, literally.
Could you turn me back into a real boy?
He clicks his fingers,
I'm a real boy.
and what do we see?
A real boy.
We see a middle-aged man. He's long not been a boy. He's balding, sort of salt and pepper hair, but just in shock in this moment. He's like,
Now, I'm going to warn you, this won't last forever, but she can do it. She can do it permanently.
As Vincent bolts out of the dungeon, Shimon and Philip have made up their minds as they grab a hold of a flaming torch and light the black powder barrels, being quickly whisked away by their new lord. Fucking bastards. I know what you did! Vincent runs and he runs fast, desperate to try and save Lady Agatha's daughter as he saved her once before. But run fast as he might, he simply cannot run fast enough. The barrels go off and the keep collapses. Lord Vistash, his young daughter Gabrielle, and Lady Agatha all die. As the bricks collapse onto Vincent, his last thoughts are of the young girl he couldn't save for a second time. Stupid fairy tale. God, it's dusty in here. Anyway, that's everything. Thanks for listening. Right, well, you can go now. I guess I'll just spend my Christmas here, and my New Year's. Spend them both in this cold, dark cell. I guess it's not all bad, right?